Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite products for the summertime. I've got some makeup things that I really particularly enjoy in the summer, and then also some non-makeup products, some body products, some SPF recommendations, all kinds of summer specific products to share with you that I just really love for this time of year. And this is another part of the Cruelty Free 2019 group collab that's been going on since the start of the year. It's a collab that was started by jholmie, and she put together a group of 6 cruelty-free YouTubers. This month the leader of the collab is Rebecca Morgan, who I adore, and her idea was for us to share, like I said, our cruelty-free summertime essentials, which I thought was so perfect for this time of year. I will link our group collab playlist down below where we've all uploaded our videos throughout this entire collab, and that playlist has become like a really comprehensive cruelty-free guide at this point. We've all shared tons of different product recommendations, and we all have different preferences, different skin types, all kinds of stuff. We're all at different places in our cruelty-free journey, and it's just a really cool, it's just been a really cool collab, and so I'm excited to share my summer essentials with you. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I will start with some makeup favorites, just a couple. So really year-round, but especially in the summertime, I like to stick to lightweight, breathable makeup. I don't like to wear a lot of really heavy, full coverage, powdery products. Lately my skin has gotten a little bit more dry, and I'm just more into kind of lightweight, cream, dewy type products now. And I especially love a tinted moisturizer in the summertime, and I love this tinted moisturizer from theBalm. This is their Balm Shelter Tinted Moisturizer. It has SPF 18. I always make sure to layer this over a, SPF of 30 or higher on my face, especially if I'm going to be going outside that day, but it is nice to have that little added boost of protection. I have this in the shade Lighter Than Light, which is actually a little bit too light for my skin tone, so I do have to mix it with like a darkener, but that's fine because, I mean, it's no big deal. But the good news is if you have fairer skin than I do, this shade would probably work really well for you. I think it comes in 7 shades, which isn't huge, but for a tinted moisturizer, I think that's pretty good because there usually is a little bit of leeway. Another thing I really like about this is that it doesn't look overly greasy on the skin, but it's also not, I don't know, it's just kind of it just gives your skin like a little bit of added evenness, but it doesn't do anything crazy in terms of finish. Like, it's not super matte, but it's not super like shiny and greasy either. It's just right in the middle. So I feel like it would work for a wide range of skin types. And it's just a really nice product, and I like a light coverage base product in the summer because, I mean, I feel like if it's hot and my makeup is gonna wear off anyway, I'd rather have something on my skin that already looks like my skin, so that when it starts wearing off, it's not noticeable that it's wearing off. It just kind of fades into my natural skin anyway. So really big fan of this tinted moisturizer. theBalm is kind of pricey. I would consider them kind of a mid-range brand, and I think this tinted moisturizer is $18 at full price, but I mean, I always say theBalm, you can find them on HauteLook a lot. I feel like their brand is always on sale somewhere, so you probably don't even have to pay full price. So it really ends up being kind of like a drugstore price, and it comes with 2.15 fluid ounces, which is like double the size of most. I'm so sorry, Heidi is so energetic, and I'm filming this kind of late at night, so she's even more energetic. She is a night owl. So it comes with a lot of product, so I feel like it's a really good deal, and it pretty much beats a lot of drugstore products of this kind in terms of price. So had to recommend that. And then a concealer that I really like. I also like a nice light coverage concealer when I'm going for like a really light, fresh makeup look. And by the way, I'm wearing all of these things today, all the makeup things at least. I don't always like this, but I do like it on days where I'm wearing kind of more minimal makeup, and it's the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. I think I have it in the lightest shade. The only downside to this is it doesn't have a great shade range. I would like to be able to recommend a light coverage concealer that has a better shade range, but I just don't have one at the moment. This has just been my go-to lately, and I like this one for my skin tone because it has a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. Not anything super stark, but it does just have enough to kind of brighten my under eyes a little bit. And so that kind of makes up for the lack of coverage. And so this is what I'm wearing on my under eyes today. And I feel like it looks pretty nice. I wouldn't want to wear like a full coverage concealer with a tinted moisturizer because I think that would just look like there would be like a weird line of demarcation where the concealer meets the base, and it just wouldn't work out. So I like to stick to a lighter coverage. This has a very moisturizing feel. It's just, not a ton of coverage, but it is really nice for those light makeup days, and I really like it. So I think this is something I'm going to be reaching for a lot this summer. And then finally, I think Rebecca mentioned this in her video too, but this is like one of the first makeup products I thought of, and it's the Flower Blush Balm. I have it in the shade Pinched. I am wearing this on my cheeks today, and it's just so effortless to apply. I mean, talking about products that just kind of look like skin, it looks like I'm not really wearing any makeup. I mean, I feel like I do probably look like I'm wearing makeup today because I am wearing a pretty decent amount of eyeshadow and like red lipstick, but face makeup wise, I'm wearing like pretty much all cream products, and this has almost like a gel kind of feel on it, so I usually just drop it directly onto my face and just blend it out with either my finger. Today what I did was I blended it out for the most part with my finger, and then I went in with a sponge to just kind of sheer it out even more and really make it blend in with everything else, and I just love the look of this. It's so easy. I don't really have issues with it wearing off that I've noticed, but if it were to start wearing off throughout the day, if I'm having like a long day outside, or you know, there's a lot of humidity, my makeup is wearing off, like it's just gonna kind of fade into my natural cheek color, and it just looks so natural, and I just love how healthy it makes my cheeks look. So those 3 makeup products are my like summer specific products that I can really tell I'm going to be reaching for these a lot this summer. So that's it for the makeup stuff. I did want to mention some SPF products so I have a video coming up where I'm going to go really in depth into a bunch of different face SPFs, and I wanted to share a couple of recommendations in this video because this is a summer specific video, and SPF it's always important, but it's especially important if you're spending a lot of time outside. So I have a couple that I'm going to recommend. That one of them is newer to me. I've been testing it out for the last couple of weeks, and it's the Pacifica, no, why did I say Pacifica? It's the Supergoop Everyday Sunscreen with SPF 50. This is water and sweat resistant. It says it's a face and body lotion, ideal for a day of play and every day. I got the 2.4 fluid ounce size, and this actually, a lot of Supergoop products are a little bit pricey, but this actually retails for $19.50, which I think is pretty reasonable. You know, it's not, I would prefer for something to be like $10, but I'm willing to spend a little more if it's a really, really nice formula. So this is a chemical sunscreen, so just be aware of that, but it doesn't contain any oxybenzone, which I know I think that's the ingredient that is considered to be harmful to the environment. So I think that's the one that people say is not like reef safe. So, you know, some people do prefer chemical sunscreens because they don't have a white cast, which is really nice. This just goes on super comfortably. It just blends in like a moisturizer pretty much. It does have a little bit of a shininess on the skin that, you know, I actually really like that look. I feel like it just makes my skin look really hydrated, but you know, it is going to look a little bit shiny if you have oily skin and that's a concern for you. Maybe stay away from it, but it could also be really great for the body. I know they make this in like a big jug size. It's nice to have kind of a comfortable lightweight lotion to just kind of slather on. It makes it a little bit easier to remember to do that because it doesn't feel like a really thick, goopy mess of sunscreen. Another option that I will recommend, but this is going to be for those with really dry skin or who don't mind quite a bit of a shine to their skin. And this is a facial SPF specifically, and it's a mineral one. It's the Mineral Fusion Mineral SPF 40 Moisturizer. This is, you know, it contains titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Does have a little bit of a white cast, but it does kind of fade away after it sinks into the skin after maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It's not as noticeable. And I especially don't mind that when I'm wearing it under makeup because the makeup kind of covers up any remaining white cast. But you know, if you're going to be spending a lot of time outside at the beach or something, I mean, if I'm at the beach, not that I go to the beach that often, but let's just say hypothetically I'm at the beach, I don't really care if I have a little bit of a white cast in my skin. I care more that my skin is just protected. So, you know, it's a good option. I'm sure it's not for everyone, but if you're looking for a mineral sunscreen and you want something very, very hydrating, this is going to be a great option. One that I will recommend for oily skin that is quite affordable is from Bare Republic, and it's their Tinted Mineral Face Lotion with SPF 30, I think is what it's called. I'll link it down below. I used that one up recently, and I'm not going to repurchase it because it's a little bit too drying on my skin. But if you have oily skin and you struggle to find a sunscreen that is more mattifying and that doesn't make you look greasy, that would be a great option. And then one other sunscreen that I will recommend if you have a Trader Joe's near you, I know not everyone does, but they do have some really affordable sunscreen options, and I just recently picked this one up, and it seems really, really nice. This is the Face and Body Sunscreen Lotion. Honestly, seems like it might be pretty similar to the Supergoop, but this one just has SPF 30, so not quite as high of an SPF. This also is a chemical sunscreen, and this actually does contain oxybenzone, so if that's a big concern for you, then you probably want to stay away from that. But I did see that they also have a mineral sunscreen that they carry for the body, so that could be a good alternative. But this was like, I think it was like $5. You get 6 fluid ounces, and this also has a similar texture to the Supergoop one, just very lightweight, blends in really quickly and easily. Obviously no white cast because it's a chemical sunscreen, and yeah, just really easy to apply. So those are a few sunscreen options. I just had to mention some sunscreens because, hello, really important in the summertime. I have a few more sunscreens that I so far like, but I can't recommend yet because I just started testing them out. But hopefully in my upcoming SPF video, talking specifically about face SPFs, I will have even more recommendations for that, so stay tuned for that. But a couple of other favorites for the summer: when you're protecting your skin from the sun properly with a good SPF, you know, you're not going to be getting tan naturally, which is good because you're not going to be getting sun damage. But I recently really got into self-tanning, and I'm still really lazy, so I'm not going to be like constantly self-tanned over the summer. But when I have time to self-tan, I really enjoy having a little bit of a, like, you know, tanned complexion. I really enjoy the Eco Tan, and this is really the first self-tanner that I have tried, so I can't really compare it to anything else. I mean, I know back in high school I used like the Jergens Natural Glow lotion. That did not go well for me, but I don't think I did it right. But I can't really compare this to any other, like, of the popular cruelty-free self-tanners, like Loving Tan I haven't tried. I want to try that one, but this one I really like. It's Eco Tan, and they did send these to me like a year ago, and I did a whole video on them last year. But the one that I have is the Cacao tanning mousse, and this is their 1 hour self-tan, and they say you can leave it on for 1 to 4 hours, and the longer you leave it on, the darker it will get. So I usually like to leave it on for the full 4 hours because, I mean, if I'm going to go to the trouble of doing this, I want it to actually darken up quite a bit. So I find it to be pretty subtle, actually. They say it's a deep bronze, but I would say, I mean, depending on how much you apply, you're going to be getting a pretty subtle tan. You're not going to be like 10 shades darker or anything like that. But last time I actually ended up applying a lot more than I had previous times, just to see how much darker I could get. And I was able to get a little bit of a deeper bronze, but yeah, it's not like, when they say deep bronze, I was expecting like, whoa, this is going to be like a dramatic difference. It's really not that dramatic, but I really like it. I feel like this is a really user-friendly product. I'm a total noob at self-tanning, and I find it really easy to use. I don't have any issues with streaking. I feel like it wears off really evenly, so I'm not going to be, you know, it's not going to be fading off in patches or weird streaks or anything like that. I always use a tanning mitt with it, and this one I just got off of Amazon, but it's just like a pretty standard tanning mitt, and you do not want to apply this with just your hands because your hand will be like super stained for days. You will go through this kind of quickly if you're using it like week after week, because you do have to use kind of a lot to cover your entire body. But I mean, mine's still hanging on for over a year now, so but that being said, I did go like 6 months without using it. Oh crap, I just dripped some onto myself. Luckily it did not get on my white shirt, just on my leg, so I'm gonna have a little splotch on my leg probably. But yeah, I'm really excited to get back into self-tanning this summer. It's something that I really enjoy doing, I just have to set aside the time for it. So the Cacao tanning mousse I really like, but I am curious to try like Loving Tan after this is gone. I forgot to say, Eco Tan is like an Australian brand, so you know, they do ship worldwide. I'm not sure if they ship absolutely everywhere, but I know they at least ship to the US and probably Canada. So it feels like a little bit more of a hassle to purchase. Like I said, they did send this to me, so I don't know if I'll actually purchase it once I run out. But I do really enjoy it, and if you live in Australia, this would be a great option for you. But I do want to try Loving Tan after this, just to see how it compares, and then if I end up still liking this one better, I'll go back to this one. But anyway, the Cacao tanning mousse, did I say that enough times? And then another thing I really like from them is their face tan water. And so this kind of helps you even out things when your body is self-tan but your face isn't. And I wouldn't want to put something like this on my face, even though I'm sure you could, but I would prefer to put something meant for the face on my face. And this applies just like a toner. I will just put it on a cotton round and spread it all over my face like I would apply any toner. It just kind of gives your face a little bit of a tan and evens things out, and I like it. It's good. I feel like it's going to take me forever to go through because I don't use a product like this all that often, but when I am self-tanned on my body, it's nice to have something like this for my face. So I also like that it comes in a glass bottle. I just love when products come in glass bottles. I don't know why, it just makes me happy. So that is everything. Oh, and I forgot that tanning mitt also comes with these little finger mitts. I don't know if you call it that, but I use these for the backs of my hands and my feet because it makes it easier to just not make mistakes like in between your fingers and stuff. It's just a lot, you get a lot more control in those areas with that kind of thing. So yeah, this mitt is not, I don't know, it's nothing special. I'm sure you can find something like it on Amazon, but I can link this or a similar one down below. Finally, I just have a hair product to share, and this is one I've talked about a few times recently on my channel. This is the Mineral Fusion Beach Hair Texture Spray. And again, in the summer, I don't really like to style, well, okay, I don't really like to style my hair that often any time of year because I'm just kind of lazy with my hair, but in the summertime, I really like just like spritzing a little bit of like a sea salt spray or a texture spray in my hair, and this is the one I have right now and I really like it. I'm wearing it, this is all I have going on in my hair right now, so I just air dried my hair, spritzed a little of this in, and that was that. So I mean, it's nothing, my hair doesn't look like anything special right now, but on like a really hot summer day, I'd rather just kind of spray some of this in my hair and let it kind of do its own thing. I have kind of naturally wavy hair, so this kind of enhances that, and it's just a really nice product. So I do recommend this, and I know Pacifica makes like a sea salt spray too that I would be interested to try, but I feel like Mineral Fusion does not get talked about enough, and I've actually talked about 2 of their products in this video. I don't really own anything else from them that I know of, but from the 2 things I've tried, they seem like a pretty solid brand. I know they make makeup too, but anyway, really like that, especially in the summertime, but really all year. Another SPF thing I almost forgot to mention, and I mentioned this in last month's video too, where we were talking about products that we keep in our purse. This is super beat up because it lives in my purse, but this is the Pacifica Sun and Lip Care SPF 30 Mineral Lip Balm. This is such a nice SPF lip balm. A lot of SPF lip balms that I've tried either are like really drying on my lips, or they have like a gross sunscreen chemical taste. This is a mineral sunscreen, so it doesn't have like the chemical sunscreen smell or taste. You literally would not know that you're even wearing sunscreen on your lips when you're wearing this. It does have a little bit of a nude tint, but it really isn't that noticeable, at least on my lips. Kind of just gives them a little wash of like a peachy nude color, but I mean, I don't even notice it. But the other thing I love about this is that I feel like it actually makes my lips softer when I wear it, which is, you know, not really the purpose of an SPF lip balm, but it is nice that it does that as opposed to dry my lips out, which I feel like a lot of this type of product would do. So love this product and had to mention it again since we're talking about SPF. I almost forgot because it was in my purse and I just remembered at the last minute. So those are all of my summertime essentials. This has been such a fun collab and I'm sad it's over. But like I said, definitely check out the group collab playlist down below. It'll be on YouTube forever, so if you're ever needing product recommendations, we've done all kinds of different video topics over the course of this 6-month group collab, so definitely refer to that anytime you're looking for product recommendations or just inspiration. So that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. Let me know your favorite products for summer in the comments, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!